Prologue. Years ago, more like centuries and centuries ago, there a new strain of vampires was brought to creation. Nightwardens, they were called by those who knew of their existence. A Nightwarden's mission was simple. Guard the High Sorceress he was assigned to until needed no longer, then return back to his place deep within the earth, a place called the Fold. A new High Sorceress would come to power every so often among the covens. Some covens were fortunate enough to have Nightwardens to keep them safe. These Nightwardens were bodyguards in essence, except they were bodyguards without a choice. Bound by the blood of the one they were charged with protecting, the Nightwardens were faithful, monastic, and unemotional. Or so it was thought. No one counted on the emotions that would arise in these creatures that walk the dark and protect the sorceresses that wield power. Chapter 1. Elias. I would never forget the first time I tasted Vanessa's blood. Deep in the caves, far under the mountains. Away from humans and others of our kind. Even far away from animals. While in the Fold, we couldn't run the risk of being discovered. We were too vulnerable. Not that anybody could get to us. A member of one of the witch covens might be able to, maybe. And she'd have to be an exceptionally powerful witch to get through the layers of protection placed on our cells. Even so, sometimes I wondered whether the spells were in place to protect us, or to ensure we couldn't escape before our time was up. Maybe we would try to get back to our charge, the one we had guarded until we were forced back to the Fold. While there was rarely any love lost between a Nightwarden and his charge, a man didn't spend years and years, decades, sometimes more than a century guarding another creature without something happening. Some sort of connection. I had yet to feel such a connection with my current charge, Vanessa. I fought the grimace that was making its way to my face. All of this went through my head as I navigated the maze that was Vanessa's penthouse. Room after room, laid out without much concern for design or usefulness. What drug was the architect on when he or she designed it? It was like something out of a fevered dream. I could still vaguely recall those from back in the old days, the pre-turning days. When I was a young man, not a vampire yet. A boy by the standards of current society, of course. A society which coddled the young. I would probably be in college at that age, if I had been born several hundred years later. Getting drunk, stoned, laid. I couldn't normally stand the sight or even the thought of those lazy, entitled college bros, that was the term, wasn't it? But just then, as I collected
Sample complete. Ready to continue?